After starting the MLB offseason like no other by dominating the free agent market in multiple ways, the Mets are prepared to continue going all in on player acquisitions once the lockout is lifted, and one area of need is of course the bullpen, especially after losing southpaw Aaron Loup to LA. So without further ado folks, here's 5 bullpen options for the New York Mets. At number 5, Jake Diekman. Already having spent 10 seasons in the bigs, free agent southpaw Diekman is looking to make a sneaky impact for a new club as he enters his age 35 season. Utilizing a 4-pitch arsenal led by a 95 heater and wipeout low 80 slider, Diekman found himself among MLB's elite in 2021 with both K percentage and whiff percentage, making the lefty's potential upside on an affordable short-term deal all that more appealing. And while commanding the strike zone has been of difficulty at times for Diekman, giving Mets pitching coach Jeremy Hefner the ability to fine-tune the left-hander could cause a similar surprise result the Mets had in their previous southpaw, Aaron Loup. At number 4, Ryan Tepera. Staying on the topic of soon-to-be 35-year-old relievers, free agent right-hander Tepera is among the biggest names still available on the open market today. And after finishing his 7th MLB season after splitting time with both teams in Chicago, Tepera was a first-time All-Star in his career, and for good reason given his career-best 2.78 ERA and career-best in numerous other statistics. A 5-pitch arsenal highlighted by a devastating mid-80s slider, low 90s heater, and a virtually unhittable changeup, Tepera was elite in multiple categories this past season and looks to build on this impressive campaign with a multi-year deal on his plate, something the Mets can surely afford at a presumed $6 million or so AAV for a dominant late-game reliever with more to prove in 2022 and beyond. At number 3, Taylor Rogers. Rogers is the only player that's been reportedly interested by the Mets pre-lockout, as we discussed in a previous video, links in the description as always folks, and he's also the only trade option in today's discussion, as the 30-year-old southpaw is coming off of a very impressive 2021 campaign, as he's been one of the most consistent lefty relievers in all of the MLB. With just a 2-pitch arsenal featuring a mid-80s slider and mid-90s fastball, Rogers is easily one of, if not the best replacement for someone like Aaron Loup. And being arbitration eligible is always a turnoff for smaller market teams like the Twins, making a trade a possibility and at the right price that won't kill the Mets farm system. Rogers, who's elite in getting constant swing and misses, commands the strike zone, and induces plenty ground balls, would fit perfectly in a Mets bullpen as a lethal southpaw with a strong defense behind him. At number 2, Colin McHugh. Back in 2008, the Mets actually drafted this guy, and over a decade later, he'd be an absolute gem of a pickup. The 34-year-old right-hander McHugh is 9 MLB seasons into his career, but nothing was better than 2021. With the Tampa Bay Rays, who of course get the best out of every pitcher imaginable, McHugh put up career highs in every statistical category, highlighted by a jaw-dropping 1.55 ERA. And when looking at his baseball savant numbers, no one would have expected McHugh to be one of the most dominant relievers in baseball this past year, now finding himself as a top bullpen option available on the open market. And while he's surely not expected to have a stellar performance like this again next year, there's high expectations still, and for good reason. A 4-pitch arsenal led by an untouchable slider, McHugh is an absolute must-get for any team looking to bolster their bullpen this offseason and should absolutely be a priority for the Mets. At number 1, Andrew Chafin. Now listen, it's easy to like this guy for his mustache alone, but he's actually a really good pitcher too. The 31-year-old southpaw Chafin took the MLB by absolute storm in his 8th MLB season, racking up career highs in every statistical category led by a remarkable 1.83 ERA. Chafin, who was my favorite reliever available back at the MLB trade deadline in 2021, was dealt from Chicago to Oakland, where he continued to have great success. Commanding a 4-pitch arsenal led by a low 90 sinker and dominant low 80 slider, Chafin is one of the hottest southpaws on the open market this offseason, and among the MLB's elite in chase rate among multiple other categories, Chafin is an absolute best replacement for Aaron Loup as a fellow free agent, someone the Mets are fully expected to have high on their radar for a potential multi-year deal once the lockout is no more. And that'll wrap things up for this video, folks. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. Out of which of these 5 relievers do you like the most and view as the best fit for the Mets to land in Queens? Of course, the Mets could land more than just one, but I want to know which one is your favorite pick in particular. And also let me know which other top 5 or top 10 discussions would you like to see here on WardyNYM throughout the offseason. Let me know, folks. And again, if you ended up enjoying this kind of Mets content and you want to see more great Mets content like this, make sure to smash that like and subscribe on, sharing this video with your friends, on the notification bell, all those great things. Thank you all so much again for the continued support, folks, and I'll talk to you soon. Let's go Mets, baby.